Hello, my name is Maris and today I will be showing you what's inside the eXact iDip pool kit. We open it like this, open up the cover. Here you get the instruction manual, the iDip smart photometer, cleaning brush for the cell, and 6 reagents. You get the DPD1 free chlorine, DPD3 combined and total chlorine, calcium hardness, pH, total alkalinity, and cyanuric acid. Each of these tests holds 25 tests of each, except for the cyanuric acid, which is a liquid and holds 60 tests. The iDip comes with a built-in plastic cell that you never have to take out and you never have to worry about losing it. Use the brush to clean the cell before and after the test session, just like this. Make sure the cell is clean at all times to have the best performance. At the bottom of the iDip you have a cap. You can use this cap for zeroing and reading the results to avoid light interference. You can also use this as a mixing cap when mixing the sample for different tests where you need to use a powder or a liquid. At the bottom of the iDip you also have the battery chamber. Take a screwdriver and unscrew the little screw here. The iDip comes without batteries installed, so when you buy it, you need to go to the store and get standard AAA batteries. Remove the cap. You also have a small schematic there to show you how to put the batteries inside. 1, 2, 3, and 4. When replacing this cap, hold it down like this, put the screw in and screw it in. Don't over tighten the screw, only make it snug, that's all you need to do. There is an O-ring for this as well, so it makes it waterproof, just like that. In order to use the eXact iDip, you need to download the app. Let's open the App Store, hit the search bar, type in eXact iDip or just iDip. Hit search. If the app is not seen, you can choose the filter to show iPhone apps as well. Then the iDip app is shown. Hit download. Done. Now you can start using the app. Before we start the app, let's make sure the Bluetooth is switched on the smart device. We need Bluetooth in order to connect the app with the photometer. Bluetooth is on, so we're good to go. Let's hit the iDip app. It says about the end user license agreement that we'll see in a second. It has a welcome screen. You can scroll and see the different features and how to use the app. When you're happy with that, you can hit close at the top. You will be then shown the eXact iDip end user license agreement that you can read right here. Once you've read it, please hit accept if you're ready to start using the app. Then you're directed to the eXact iDip home screen. This is the home screen of the app. When you first open the app, I would suggest you go into settings. It asks you to confirm location settings and hit allow. This will be able to use GPS coordinates for your test results. There's a timer as well that you can set to higher or lower. If you're just starting to use the app, I would suggest to increase the timeout to a larger number. This timeout will determine how many minutes before the app tells the iDip to shut off. So if you're just starting and you're learning and reading all the instructions, it's better to have the iDip on for longer in between tests. Then we can go back to the home screen. Let's set up a customer. Let's hit customers. It again asks to access the contacts of your device. The iDip app will not store the contacts directly in the app, so it needs access to your contacts. When you hit OK, you can choose directly to add customers from your contacts or add a new contact through the app. We will just choose test. You can do whatever name you like. OK, done. One customer is now set up. In order to use the eXact iDip Smart Photometer, you will need an algorithm for each test. 4 algorithms come pre-installed free in the app. Those are free chlorine, combined chlorine, pH, and total alkalinity. If you would like to do any additional tests, you will need to go to the store and buy them. Hit store, and you can see all the available algorithms there. They will be updated as we develop new algorithms, and they will be available for everybody to be purchased. Each algorithm is around €5, and once you buy it, they will be yours forever, and you can do as many tests as you want. Same applies if you have, for one Apple account, if you have multiple devices, let's say an iPad and an iPhone. You can go to the other device and hit buy again, and you will not be charged for those algorithms that you've already purchased once. If you break or smash or lose your phone, provided you have the same Apple account, you can redeem all your purchases for free and you will not have to pay again. Please pay attention to the different kinds of algorithms. There are 2 kinds of algorithms. Regular iDip algorithms that are for your device, and there are also eXact iDip 570 algorithms that are for the eXact iDip 570. eXact iDip 570 is a different kind of unit, so unless you have iDip 570, don't get these algorithms. Only get the standard algorithms. For the eXact iDip Pool Kit, we recommend you getting the Pool Bundle for $8.99. Once you tap the name of the bundle, you can see what algorithms you're going to be getting. All those algorithms will be enough to do all the tests in your pool kit. Just hit buy and proceed with the purchase. Now we're going to do some tests. First, we select the customer. We've already created the customer and it's called test. So we select the test customer. Then we select the menu and proceed to Bluetooth test. We get the iDip and turn it on. Then we tap to connect it. We can see our 15-minute timeout has been selected and the synchronization has been successful. You can also notice the Bluetooth symbol in the corner there. That means the iDip is successfully connected. We take the iDip and the brush, get some water inside the cell. We clean the cell with a brush, like this. It is important to have the cell clean for more accurate results. We rinse the cell 3 times with the water you'll be testing with. Finally, we fill it to the top. Then we select test from the app. We will be doing free chlorine, combined chlorine, and total chlorine in one step. So we will select the chlorine free, combined total menu. It shows CL1 on the screen on the iDip. take the cap from the back here, put it over the cell, then we press 0. 0 is shown, and then we take the reagent strip. It is free chlorine DPD1 reagent strip. Take one strip out, and we replace the cap immediately. We press read on the iDip. It gives us a 20-second countdown timer. During these 20 seconds, we move the strip back and forth in the cell. It is important to move the strip back and forth as it releases the right amount of reagent in the water. Remove the strip at 1. Place the cap over the cell. The app is now proceeding to step number 2, which is combined chlorine. We hit OK. While the cap is still on, we press 0 again. We use the same water that we used for the free chlorine testing for combined chlorine testing as well. 0 is shown. We remove the cap and we get the combined chlorine DPD3 reagent. We again take one reagent strip out, replace the cap, and we press read again, and for 20 seconds we move this strip in the same water. Again, is releasing the reagent in the water cell. Remove the strip at 1, place the cap over the cell, and we'll get the combined chlorine result. The app is asking whether we want to do another set of tests. We're going to say no for now, and we will continue on to other tests. We're going to be doing the pH test now. We dump the water, we get some water in, clean it with a brush, rinse it out 3 times, rinse the cap, and fill it up to the top. We go to select test, and we select pH. Place the cap over the cell, press 0, get the pH reagent. Press read. Again, 20-second timer. We move the strip back and forth to release the reagent in the water. Remove the strip at 1, place the cap over the cell, and wait for the result. Now we got a pH result. Now we continue in the same way for all the other tests. Now that we've done all the 6 tests in this eXact iDip toolkit, we can also add some tests in a manual entry. Manual entry is a way of entering different parameters that are not available in the iDip, such as TDS or total dissolved solids and temperature. We measure the TDS in this water and temperature with another meter, and we're going to enter these values into the iDip app. We hit the menu and we go to manual test, and we scroll down to the very bottom and choose temperature. We measured 21 degrees. We're going to hit save, and we also measured TDS, which was 789. We hit save. Once we've entered these two results, we hit results. Results page will show you two calculated values. One is chlorine total, because we measured free chlorine and combined chlorine. It calculates the total chlorine as well. And also it shows the Langelier saturation index of the water, which is at minus 0.8. The Langelier saturation index is a value that is formed from total alkalinity, pH, calcium hardness, TDS, and temperature. It is a water balance factor that shows whether your pool water is in balance. Now, you don't have to measure these two values if you don't want, but this is a way of the app can tell you what that saturation index is and whether your water is corrosive or scaling. In our case, it is corrosive. Then we go to the site and choose our site. Once we're happy with this, it is important to hit save, as at the time of hitting the save button, it adds a date and time stamp and also a GPS stamp of the location where we have doing the tests. Now these results are permanently stored in our app. Now I would like to show you some of the features that are available in the app in more detail. One of the core features of this app is the history. When you hit history, it shows all the test results that you've done today and before in your app. You can see all the tests that we've done today and before. If you would like to send, you can email them to yourself or to your customers by hitting select and either email all or selecting the various tests that you would like to do. Then select email. It composes an email with a customer name and the test site and all the results that we just did with date and time. Also at the bottom of the email, it creates a CSV file, which if you send it to your computer, you can then export as an Excel spreadsheet and also create charts, graphs, logs, and so forth. We're not going to do this, but that's one of the features. One feature that I would like to mention is the map feature. When you hit map, it shows you the GPS location of the tests that we've done. You can see that we've done 38 tests here, and you can see if they're spread around where the tests were being saved. Then I would also like to mention the profile. The profile is for different testing results. You can choose preferred units of measure. So if you hit preferred units of measure, here you can say, for example, alkalinity, you can choose as ppm as calcium carbonate, or as DKH, or other means of measuring, for example, bicarbonate, by hitting OK. Now every time you're going to be doing the test, you will see this, your preferred unit of measure in the app. Same goes for calcium. You can choose different grains per gallon or DGH, degrees, or only ppm as calcium, and so forth. Every test that you have done or downloaded, you can choose the way of preferred units of measure. You can see also the other options and features in the app. One thing I would also like to mention is the instructions. If you hit instructions, if you forgot how to do a test, you can scroll down and find your test that you want to see. For example, cyanuric acid. We hit cyanuric acid, and you can choose either instructions as a PDF or a video to refresh your memory how to do that particular test. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find more demos, tutorials, and other useful videos. In the description below, you can find more useful information relating to this video.